wish I would. So cover me up. I know you're enough to use me for good. You cover me up. I know you're enough to use me for good. You cover me up. I know you're enough to use me for good. Thank you for the request. Hello.
Hi. Do you have any plans to do another Christmas CD? Because I love your first one.
It's funny you should ask. I had a bright idea during the pandemic or near or after. I don't remember. It all blends together. But I was like, yeah, Christmas album. That would be awesome. This was pre-pandemic. I remember that now. And so I did a little, like a fundraiser, like an online, crowdfunding thing. And I kind of did it, not under the radar, but I didn't like to make a big to-do about it. I just thought, this will be fun. I'll do this little thing. If people are interested in it, then I'll make it another Christmas album. And enough people showed interest that I was like, okay, that's a good idea. So I was getting ready to say work on it, but I started thinking about it. And then the pandemic happened, and it became exceedingly difficult / impossible to travel and go to studios and record things and do all that stuff. And so I was like, well, what else can I do that's not that? And I had a little side project that I've been working on for a long time, Top Secret, which was a live album with all of my buddies. And so I swapped them in the dead of the night. And actually, maybe today, people who supported my Christmas album are getting a live album with no Christmas songs on it, and I hope they're not mad. So 3 years ago, this month, or last month, we were all in Rome, Italy, and we played one of my fondest memories of being on stage with this crew. We'd been doing it a long time. We had played this particular show a bunch, and I can't remember the first time we did the show, but I mean, it was maybe the 10th time we played, and the first time there was 10 people, 20 people in there, and the next year was a little bigger, a little bigger, a little bigger. Cut to 2019, and it was like we had already had to move to a bigger venue because it kept selling out, and this kind of bigger venue sold out, and it was just so fun. And the crowd was electric, and everybody brought their A game. Everybody sounded fantastic. And so we had all of the files from all of the different stuff. And I'd been kind of side working on that project for a long time. And I just had time to really dig in and finish. So, Covers with Friends Live from Rome came out a couple weeks ago. And I actually brought it with me here, so if you want to check it out, it's at my table. And there you have it. You may think I did not plant that question. I was going to talk about that album at some point, and it was probably not going to be that relevant to the question. So I appreciate you asking.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Hi.
Hi, Jason. I have one request for you. I've been playing for 2 years now.
You've been asking me to play it for 2 years?
Yes, and you've denied me several times.
This is probably not going to go well, because I'll just tell you right now, before you even ask. My flight this morning.
No excuses. Not this time.
What?
Sam Cooke, Cupid, no snippets.
Oh. No. I love that song. It's such a good song. and I love Sam Cooke, but I don't know. That's one of those songs you got to get right. You got to get right, and I haven't practiced it. I do these little shows here. They call them man's caves, where it's just like 10 people, me and 10 people in a room. It sounds frightening when I put it that way. It's not. I have my guitar, and I take requests, and if I don't know it, sometimes I'll just look it up. Like I'll put the lyrics in front of me. So if you requested that song at a man's cave, I would play it for you. That is not the answer that you wanted, and I know that. I apologize. Someday. What's your name?
Crystal?
Crystal. Crystal, it's gonna happen. One of these days, I'm gonna play that song for you. And it might be good. Thank you so much for the request. It doesn't feel like I'm thankful, but I am. Hi.
Hi, Jason.
Fair warning, that could happen to you too.
Noted. Talking about your other musical projects, The Heist, are you going to have a grand opening anytime soon?
Nah. I'm just kidding. Yes. Yes. There's a lot of folks waiting on it. And I actually had quite a few requests to wait. And so I wanted to honor those requests. I don't think anyone is still in that boat. That's relatively recent that folks haven't been saying, please don't do it yet. So I think I'm in the planning stages of that, and you'll hear about it soon. It's a well-timed question. Thank you so much for it. You may have an email in your inbox already. She doesn't. But no, yes, soon. In the way that I often use the word soon. Soon. Okay.
Could you possibly sing Soul?
I could give it a shot.
Take a good look, lift your head up, baby. Bang a drum so everyone can hear. Come on and ride with me, ride with me. I want to change from blue to green. Do you see yourself back in the mirror? Baby, got soul. You don't have to let this world take control. Lay your head down. Baby, I know you don't have to go through life on your own. I know you got soul. Well, I know this world surely made you real. You don't leave until the party ends. Come on and be with me, leave the scene. I wanna see if you hear me. Find out just what's back behind the bed. Baby, got soul. You don't have to let this world take control. Lay your head down. Baby, I know you don't have to go through life on your own. No, I know you got soul.
Most of some. Hi.
Hello. I know you're a little short-handed today, but do you think you can do wagon wheel?
Nope. I will say no because it was discussed earlier as a thing that is a possibility for tomorrow when we have our next wheel here. I didn't want to call it a third wheel, 'cause that is not, that's the wrong, it's the third of the wheels, because there would be three.
I get
You know,
it.
you
It's
get
okay.
it. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Thank you anyway.
Thank you, anyway. Hi. How are you doing, young man?
I am doing good.
What's your name?
Brody,
Brody. Nice to meet you, Brody.
nice to meet you.
Appreciate you being here.
Okay.
You having a good time?
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a question.
I'm sorry, Brody. I'm not taking any more questions. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Since we go so far back, I can joke with you like that, and you know I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
What's up, Brody?
Can you sing the Ring of Fire?
Is that, Brody, I wouldn't, you like that song, don't you?
Yeah.
One of your favorites?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear me sing it. I wouldn't do it justice. I have some friends that sing that song really, really well. If I had known that I was going to meet a respectable young man like yourself and that you were going to ask me, I would have learned it and played it for you. But I didn't know. So, Brody, this is where I teach you about disappointment. I want to apologize to you that I cannot sing that song, but I've really enjoyed our time together, and I hope that this is not a lasting memory for you of that time that you asked somebody for something. You know, just while you're here, have you guys ever heard those stories about like professional athletes that are like, I waited outside in the rain for so-and-so's autograph, and he said no, and I've hated him ever since. I don't want that to be this. Because I like you, and I've enjoyed our conversation, and I hope that you have too, even though I didn't sing the song that you asked me to sing. Are we still friends?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much for the question, Brody.
Hey there, Jason.
Hi.
You
Just,
are-
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you have a request?
I have a question, and a
Okay.
request if you would like to.
Okay.
Okay. The question
Now,
is.
just out of curiosity, is it a request that I play?
Yes, it would be a question, it would be a request of a song that you do, so, yes.
All right,
But the
we'll see
question
how that
is,
goes.
the
I don't-
question is, the question is, you are a very chill dude. What causes you to lose your cool?
Say that one more time.
You are a guy who's very chill. So
Yeah.
what causes you to lose your chill?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't feel like I want to say it out loud, because then people will go like, this'll be fun. What does he look like when he's very angry? No, I just don't, I don't get angry, really. I really like people, for the most part, and even when people do things that I don't particularly like, I try to think of a situation in which I have done or could do that. And usually that gets me there. Usually I'm kind of like, all right, yeah, I see where they're coming from. I would say my only major lasting pet peeve, and this is a weird one, but like super aggressive driving, it just makes me angry because people die. Yeah.
So the request is Butterfly in the City.
Yeah, I feel like it just got real heavy though.
Broke her despair though. Broke her despair.
Got so heavy, I forgot how to play that song.
Another Monday morning, sea of gray women go, briefcases trudging to work, but somehow she just floats. Train doors slide open, stern faces pile in. By the time they open, everybody is smiling. Streets light up where she goes. She don't know just how it flows. Streets light up where she goes. She doesn't know. Butterfly in the city. Might be October. Man said the sky is gray. If you get to know her, still swear that it's May. Sure just where she's going, it's clear just where she's been. The face you see is glow, every mouth has a grin. Streets light up where she goes. She don't know just how it flows. Streets light up where she goes. She doesn't know. Butterfly in the city. Butterfly in the city. When your baby leaves you all alone, and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Here I am, honey, come on, run. When you're all alone in your lonely room, and there's nothing but the smell of your perfume, don't you feel like crying? I am, honey. Come on, cry to me. Don't you feel like cry, 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 cry to me. Hi.
Hi, I had a question and a request. I was gonna ask, what's one of your favorite songs to listen to? And then I was gonna ask if you could play us your favorite song to play.
Tricky. You switched it up. I thought you were going to ask me to play the song that I like listening to. I feel like there are some songs that I never tire of. I feel like Stand By Me is one of those songs that I like listening to and singing. The one I just played, I really like. My favorite's tough though, because, you know, there's stuff I get super into and just leave on repeat for like weeks. Like, it's weird. I mean, just like one song over and over and over again. So yeah, I don't know. Those vary. But I'd say those two are pretty consistently near or at the top. And my favorite song to sing currently is probably either the one I just sang or Cover Me Up, which I already sang. So listen, it sounds like no. But really, it's just yes, and already did. Thank you so much for those requests. Hi,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good.
Just have 2 comments and a request. First, the man's cave sounds an awful lot like those first years at Jailbreak, just you in a room with 10 people. And it's
That's
lovely.
where I got the idea.
Yes, yes. Also, I've had video of your concert up from 2019 in Rome for 2 years, so if I get a cease and desist order, I'm going to be very angry.
It won't come from me.
Okay, but I will take royalties.
Fair?
And the request that I know you're.
It may or may not match up
Yeah.
to the degree that the computer would recognize it.
The request that I know you won't play, but I'm thinking planting the seed for the future if Rob's also not gonna be here on Fridays, for what it's worth. So I know you've said you need Billy for that, so.
That's a good request. So, for those of you that don't know, I have had the honor and privilege to call this a gig for a long time. I've been playing music at these events for, like, I think 32 years. And over the course of that time, I came to realize that every single person that has ever or will ever be on the show Supernatural has a beautiful voice. I don't know how they do it. I don't know where they find these people. But they're all multi-talented, hyphenate, singer, actor, dancer, writer, director, beautiful people. And so it's been really fun to get to jam with them and sing with them and join in and play stuff. And we have recorded a bunch of cover albums together. And it all started with this funny little Christmas album that I did. Recorded it in my living room. And I just called up my friends and I was like, hey, do you want to sing your favorite Christmas song? And we'll record it and we'll put it on a CD. And they're all like, yeah, that sounds great. And so I had such a blast doing it that I was like, okay, I'm going to do this again. It's not going to be Christmas songs, and it's going to be in a nice studio. And so that was the first Covers with Friends record. And, you know, Rich and Rob and Jensen and Gil and some other folks are on it. And we just had a blast. And so we've done, I I mean, I'm losing count. I think we've done one Christmas, 3 covers, and a live album, the one that just came out. I don't know if you heard me mention it's at my table this weekend. I know what it is now, because I brought it with me, because I wasn't here this morning. I was in a plane. Hi.
Hi. My question is, what made you get into music and why is it important to you? And I'm sorry if that's bad to ask before.
No, that's fine. I thought you were going to ask, why are you here? To which the answer would have been, I don't know. They ask me and I say yes because it's really fun. This could be a long story, but I'll give you the nutshell. I found a guitar in my attic when I was in high school, and I was like, Dad, why do we have a guitar in the attic when no one in our family plays any musical instrument of any kind? And then he picked it up and started playing it, and I was like, Pop, you've been holding out on me my whole life. How did I not know you played guitar? So I learned a few chords, I knew a handful of songs, but it was really just a fun side hobby thing. And then got to college and tried to walk on to the basketball team, and the coach said, why would you try to walk onto this basketball team? I'm just kidding, he wasn't that mean, but it felt like that when he said, thank you, but no thank you. And so I was walking back from that meeting with the coach, and I was like, what do you do with your time if you're not playing sports? There's so many hours in a day. I'm very confused. And I joined an a cappella group, which was probably not the conclusion that most people would come to when they ask themselves that question. But I just kind of stumbled into it. So that's where I started singing, and I learned pretty much everything about music through vocalization and kind of breaking down different parts of a song and people singing different parts. And then I started writing music, and for some reason people kept hiring me to sing. And now I'm here talking to you. That was the very condensed version. You're welcome. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
So good.
Well, I have 2 requests for you. The first one, which I don't think you'll play, Simple Man. And the second one, Dust in the Wind.
You get a special honor tonight. I'm gonna go 0 for 2 for you because you're special. And I like you so much that I want you to have a special experience. But I very much appreciate being here. I'm just kidding. Thank you very much for the request. I don't know them well enough that I would play them for you because I would mess them up. Thank you though. I should bring my iPad with me that has all the songs in it, and then I don't have to say no so much. Hi.
Hello. I have a request. I was wondering if you could play a song that you've always wanted to play, but haven't gotten the chance to.
Sure. I'd like to play for you now, Dust in the Wind. What was your question? How are you? Did you have a question? That was the song, by the way. Wait.
I would just like to say sorry for not winning yes or no trivia. I'm sorry.
Not sorry for not winning.
Yeah, because I left you. I'm sorry.
You are absolutely forgiven.
Thank you.
Are you also apologizing on behalf of all of the people who did not win?
No, I am not doing that one. I feel bad for leaving you.
Okay.
Because you were reading the questions to me.
Oh, you were right here.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm the one that was facing.
Yeah. We do yes no trivia, and at the end of it, if everybody's standing, if there's 4 people left, we have them all face different directions, because some people, I'm not going to say who, they just look at the person next to them and go, and they hold up whatever they hold up. So that person who makes it to the finals always has somebody next to them that makes it to the finals, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just kidding, that's not you. I was joking. But, so we make people face this way and that way and that way and this way, and she was facing this way, and so just all of my questions were to her, and then when she went and sat down, there was nobody for me to talk to. And I was sad. So I forgive you,
Thank you.
but, study up next time.
And I did actually have a question, but so out of all of the cast members of Supernatural, who was your favorite?
Hey guys,
Oh, hey man, how's it going, man?
so good.
As you were. Keep
I love
going.
that you went for the jugular, and you didn't even say character. You said cast member. Like you were like, I want you to play favorites now, and I love that. And my answer will forever be Mike Borja.
Borja, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even hear the question. What was the question?
Who's your favorite person?
Jason, you're my
Favorite cast
favorite.
Way to
member.
narrow it down.
Well, no, she said who's your favorite cast member, but not like who's your favorite character.
Right.
Who's your favorite?
She wants you to pick sides.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she's throwing down the gauntlet.
yeah.
Wow.
Make a decision right now, and you forever you're stuck with that call.
Borja.
We all know it's Mark Shepard.
Jason.
Smart move, Mike Borja. That doesn't really answer the question though. It just gets you out of an awkward situation because Mike Borja wasn't a cast member,
You've seen my panel.
Get yourself out of awkward situations.
It mainly consists of getting out of things
Yeah.
by saying no. I'm not going to sing that song because you don't want to hear me sing that song.
See, it does beg the question. How do you do a music-centric, guitar-carrying panel when the majority of it is you explaining why you're not going to play that song?
That's the beauty of the concert.
It's like, ladies and gentlemen, here to not play the hits. Here to not, with his guitar, he plans to not sing you some of his favorite songs.
That's exactly it. It took me 12 years to get this thing narrowed down. Yeah. It's the musical Mark Shepard.
And now prepare to not hear the musical stylings. Well, this is good. Now I understand your whole approach. It's all played out before my very eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, he'll be performing tomorrow night, Saturday night, part of the Saturday Night Special. You know him, you love him, Jason Mann. He's the man, he's the man, he's the man, he's the mighty good man. He ain't playing guitar, yo. He's the man, he's the man, he's the man, he's the mighty good man. I'm not always gonna say no. He's the man, he's the man, he's the man, he's the mighty good man. You just let the stage out. He's the man, he's the man, he's the man, he's the man, he's the man. You'll see him playing tomorrow night. Okay, now it's time.